There he is. Oh my goodness. That one's frisky, folks. All right, hey folks, welcome back. It's dawn. I just got here to the river, Patuxent River. It is a bit foggy. The temperature has come down. So right now the water temperature is higher than the air temperature. It's a beautiful scene out here. Cloudy, low pressure, a little bit foggy. I know one thing. It's a bad day to be a catfish. So let's get out there. All right, folks, so what I'm doing here, I'm anchored in about 21 feet of water. I got 25 back here, I got 35 over there. Saw some fish here on the fish finder, so we're gonna see what they want. All I've got for bait right now is some carp. Big old carp I caught. So I'm gonna throw some big chunks of that carp out here, and we're gonna see if those fish want it today, folks. I don't know if they will. Carp is not really my first choice of bait at any time, but I'll take what I can get, and that's all I can find right now. Might try to find some shad here in a little bit, but right now they're pretty tough to find, so let's see what we can do here. I am not sure what's going on here, but this line is way over there. It is upriver. There is something on it, I believe. It just picked it up and swam upriver, and I didn't even notice until just now. I don't feel like weight. I'm not real sure what's going on here. It feels like there's something on it. Maybe a log? What in the world? What in the world is going on here? I'm not real sure. It's heavy, but it almost feels hung up. If it's a fish, it's a freaking 100-pounder. It is a fish, and it got stuck in my anchor rope. There's your problem. I don't know how my anchor rope is way over there. Maybe it's in a trot line, or maybe it's dragging something with it. It ain't no 100-pounder. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this one out, folks. Because yeah, it is my anchor rope. Well, all right. We're gonna have to figure this out somehow. I don't know. Got a fish, and I don't know how he got in my anchor rope. Well, this is a problem. I guess I'm just gonna have to give him a little line. Now my boat's flipped sideways. I'm just gonna have to pull the anchor rope up. All right, so let's go ahead and loosen up the rope. See what's going on here. I can feel that fish. There he is. He's probably gonna pop himself off of there. I don't know how he did all this. He's got that hook right there in his lip. That's a mess. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to cut that and retie it. I guess that's all I can do. Well, no idea how that went down, but there's our first fish of the day. Probably 12, 13 pounder. Not a monster, but my boat is doing some weird stuff. I guess the tide must be turning. It's a little weird here. Wind, tide, all that stuff. Kind of going backwards. Let's get this fish on out of here. And I'll just have to figure out what I'm going to do from here. Hopefully catch more fish. Alright folks, contrary to what I said before, it seems like it's actually a perfectly fine day to be a catfish. I've only caught the one fish so far, so I came downriver a little ways and I'm about to switch up my tactics here. I'm going to start dragging. Got a little three-way swivel here, dirty south dragging weight. And I'm going to pull some of these pieces of cut carp, see if they want that. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, we got one. There we go. Dragon's a ticket, maybe. Let's see what we got. Slow this motor down. There we go. All right. This one hit the right rod with a planer board on it. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled up in those other lines. Pulling them along with me. Something just hit that one too. Come on, fish. Pull me back toward him. I'm going against the current, so turn my motor off. It's taking me back toward the fish. All right, there's a little head shake. And there's the fish. Bad one. Not a monster either. Just an average old fish. Alright. Now calm on down. Get you in here. Alright. There's our first fish dragging. I think what I'm going to do, I've already come to the end of this spot I wanted to be in. I'm just going to go ahead and reel these in. I'm going to go back over there and drag this thing again. There we go, there we go. Now it's a drag puller. That's pulling some drag. Oh yeah. Oh, it pulled a little more. It feels like a heavy fish. Let me turn this motor off. This one came in about 27 feet of water. Now he's giving me some little head shakes. Maybe he was just using that current to his advantage. I think something's hitting that one. Unless this one's stuck in it. Let's see what we got. Well, here comes a big gust of wind. Yeah, he's already on the surface. There he is. Doing cartwheels. Another average size fish. He was pulling above his weight class. Getting going again. See if that one wants to come back. This one took my bait. One thing I do not like is cutting carp up for bait. Carp are not fun to cut. Anyway. Alright. Another average sized fish. We're looking for the big ones. Get that one out of here. Now I'm going to have to cut up another piece of carp. So hopefully we'll have another fish here in a second. Okay, here we go again. There we go again. Shut that motor off. Got a fish on. Oh, now the tide's taking me right at him. I can turn this motor back on actually. Otherwise I'll get my lines in my prop. That ain't no way to do it. Get this turned around the right way. Still kind of moving backwards a little bit. Now we're going forward again. Barely. 0.2. It's a little bigger than what we've been getting. It's big enough for the net. Now it's on my rod holder. There we go. Tell you what, folks, dragging can be a lot of work. You're trying to get everything, stay straight, keep the boat straight, keep everything from getting tangled up, reeling in fish. It's a lot of work, and I don't really do it that often. This river's only got a few sections that you can drag because there's a lot of trash on the bottom and structure in a lot of places. But we got another fish on the carp. He's probably the biggest of the day so far. Ain't no monster, but probably 13, 14 pounder maybe. He doesn't want to curl his tail. There you go. There you go. All right. Get him out of here. I'm looking for one of them 50 pounders, folks, or more. But you don't always get them. All I can do is keep going, keep trying, folks. See what we can get now. Oh, that one is screaming drag. Okay, okay. Good Lord. That one slammed it. Slammed that bait, my goodness. Hopefully it's not another small one that just had a lot of fight in him like that last one. I think he's swimming right at me. He is. There we go, there we go. Man, what do we got here? If this is another small fish, I'm just gonna stop dragging. I don't know. That was a freaking freight train, the way he hit it. Now he's going over there. Guess he wants to be on this side. I think we might have a good one on here. We might. This one's not even baited. I'll put that over there. Yeah. Staying down. Hard to tell so far. Bending my rod good though. He hit a big piece of carp too. Oh, oh, oh. There he is. Oh my goodness. That one's frisky, folks. My goodness, he took off. My goodness. I'm gonna run into this dock. So I better turn the boat. Fighting a fish while you're moving, you gotta watch where you're going. Alright, now I'm gonna... He's no monster, but man, he's got some spunk to him. He's got some fight in him. Swim right out of there. I got my remote control stuck. What a show, folks. There we go. My goodness. I think it is. Yep. I'll turn you over here. I think we got one on here too. I think we're doubled up. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going back that way. Turn that motor off. This one feels pretty solid too. Now he's swimming right at me, or I'm drifting right at him, one or the other, or both. Not real sure. But we are doubled up. Now, this is a little risky, but I'm gonna put that rod back in the rod holder. I'm gonna try to get this fish out of this net, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Just put him right there. This net over here. I hope this one's still on. Yep. Pulling some drag on me too. 2 drag pullers in a row, doubled up. Oh, 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 where's he going? Got a fight here, folks. Another fight. There's another. That's a bigger than the last one. Oh my goodness. Ooh. That's a bigger fish. No idea what that noise. I think that was a... I don't know if y'all can hear that. I think that's Bigfoot. I hope that my microphone's picking that up. I don't know what that sound is over there, but I think we got Bigfoot out in the woods over there. There he goes pulling drag again. I think Bigfoot wants some of this fish. Doesn't sound like any cow I've ever heard. Come on over here, fish. Okay, we got that one too. Oh. There we go, folks. Big old double. Alright, I'm going to get this mess situated and I'm going to show you these fish. Alright, so here is fish number 1 of the double. Pretty good one. Maybe a little under 20. Fought like crazy. Get him out of here. Now this other one we're going to weigh. I'm just curious. Just a little curious what it weighs, so I'm going to try to find out. I'm going to put him in the net. Oh. If I can. There we go. Okay. All right. Just over 30. 30.8. I'm always trying to catch a personal best, but obviously that one's not. But one day you catch a 30, that's a successful day, and the day is not over yet. I still got a little time to fish. How's that one? There's a 30. It's a male with a big old head. Hefty old fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. All right. Now I think I've got enough current now that I can probably anchor. This spot where I just caught that fish, I was over by that dock. I'm gonna try to anchor over by that dock, see if I got enough current. So I'll probably finish out the day doing that. See if we can get some more like that, folks. All right, so I just anchored up. I got my drip sock out. I got just enough current to sit in this spot once more. I got 3 of my last chunks of carp that I was able to cut off of there. And folks, just as a gimmick, I am also going to throw this gigantic carp head. Actually, I'm probably going to just suspend it, but just as sort of a gimmick. What's the worst that can happen? We're going to find out. Let's throw these out here and see if we can get some more fish. All right, folks, so while I'm sitting here, a little topic of discussion here that I was thinking of, and I have kind of been thinking of over the last few days. So here on the Patuxent River, a few weeks ago, DNR and the commercial guys were out doing electro fishing. Something they do, you know, the DNR will go out there with the shocker boat and they'll shock up some fish, and then the commercial guys can scoop them up, put them in their boat, take them and sell them for, I think they get 50 cents a pound for them, something like that. Anyway, downriver a little ways, one of the commercial guys I was talking to at the ramp told me that one of those fish they shocked up was 84 pounds here in the Patuxent River. And I'd imagine that fish is gone now, but that's just commercial fishing, nothing to be mad about. But what I was thinking about, that ties the Maryland state record for blue catfish. Now commercial guys can't get the state record because they're fishing commercially, but you know, rec guys like me can. And I do think this river definitely has the potential to have a state record in it. The first documented catch of a blue catfish in this river was in the year 2000, so 26 years ago. And enough food, space, you know, that's enough for a fish to get up there at about 84 pounds, I think, or more. Now that state record for Maryland has stood since 2012, which is surprising to me because there's a lot of fishing that goes on the Potomac River over there, and that's where it was caught. It's tournaments, you know, year round over there. There's a lot of catch and release guys on the Potomac River, but still that state record has not been broken. Now the rods that I use, the Hellcat Revenge by these Catch the Fever rods, you know, they've got this incentive program where if you catch a state record with one of their rods, they'll give you like a cash incentive, something like $25,000 or something like that. But the caveat to that is that the fish has to be proven to be released alive after it's been certified for the state record. The conundrum is that in Maryland, where they consider the blue catfish to be an invasive species, they will not certify a state record unless you harvest the fish. So I mean, I don't know if there's a bite on that rod. Tell me through the camera if you see that rod go down. Anyway, that conundrum, you know, for me is that I cannot, like, I'm SOL to get a cash incentive if I were to catch a state record. So it kind of makes me think, like, what would I do, you know, if I was out here one day and I did catch a fish over 84 pounds that would be a Maryland state record? Because it's kind of hit and miss. Like, if I let it go, then I'm not going to get a certified state record if I do, or anyone else would, you know. If I keep it, then I'm, like, probably going to make the, you know, the trophy catfish community mad because I harvested a, you know, 84 pound plus trophy catfish. So in the moment, I don't know, what would I do? Would I harvest the fish, take the record, get it certified, and have my name in the record book? Or would I, you know, hopefully video it, weigh it on video, and release it? That would make the Maryland side mad, and probably make the DNR mad too. It's not illegal. Nothing anybody can do about it if I did decide to release it, but I don't know really in the moment what I would do if that happened. I mean, it's probably never going to happen, but there is potential in this river, and I'm in this river a lot. I fish this river all the time. So I don't know, what would I do if I caught a state record? I don't know. What would you do in this situation? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mixed answers, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what would you do in this situation if you were me and you caught a state record on this river in Maryland or anywhere in Maryland? Would you keep it, harvest it, take the record, or would you let it go? Alright folks, so I've been sitting here about an hour anchored using this carp for bait, and I haven't had a bite. And I think the reason for that, common carp, they don't really put out much scent compared to like your shad or your like menhaden that are oily fish that put out a lot of scent in the water. I did catch some fish while dragging, and that's a moving bait, meaning I probably put that fish in front, or put that bait in front of some fish, and they were willing to bite. But while it's just sitting stationary, I just don't think that this carp is putting out enough scent out in the water for it to be sitting stationary and have fish come and find it. So kind of a theory, you know. Over in the Midwest, they got those Asian carp, those invasive silver carp and big head carp. They are way more oily and put out a lot more scent, so they're a lot better bait as far as carp goes. But I don't really like using carp, but when it's what I can find, it's what I'll use. Anyway, we've had a good time here though. We heard Bigfoot, and I don't know if coincidence or what, but I'm wearing my Bigfoot shirt, and you can see you got Bigfoot here with a catfish. Maybe that was Bigfoot. Maybe Bigfoot does like catfish. I don't know. So I'm never gonna find out. I guess if I see something on the news that said that somebody saw Bigfoot, well, then maybe he's out there anyway. I don't know. I don't really have time to rig all my stuff back up to try to start dragging again. It's getting pretty hot out here, so I think I'm just gonna call it right here, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and reel these all in. I'm just gonna take a slow ride back to the boat ramp and enjoy my time out here. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank y'all who subscribed, like, commented, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of fun out here doing it, and I hope y'all enjoy the video too. So anyway, folks, next time I get out here, we'll hope to get on some more fish, and we'll see you in the next one.